Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
You said, and you used to tell us this all the time, especially off the air. You like, the baby is going to be the best of all of them. He's going to be bigger. He's going to be stronger. He's going to be faster.
Melo is going to be, watch me dance again.
Okay.
#1 pick 2020. Because he's that good. He's that good. I can't wait for a team to say, you know what? I ain't going to pick a 6'8" point guard who's young, who put people in the seats. I'm not going to pick him #1.
Lavar.
I guarantee you do, because he that dude.
Time report from Studio J here in Atlanta. Thanks for being with us, y'all. Ernie Johnson with Shaq and Kenny and Chuck. Signature play of the first half, though.
I've never heard a song take off that fast.
Yo, hey, man, check it, man. Good morning, guys, man. I just wanted to tap in right quick about, hey, man, sometimes, we look at these guys, man, and we don't, I always got to give the men the credit for what I know to be the truth that I see. Man, this Ball family, listen, man, no matter what you thought about them, they lived their life right in the front of us. This, Lavar was one of the coldest at taunting and dealing with the press. I loved every minute of it. You have to take your hat off to this guy when you look at what he done with his boys. I love to see these success stories when it come down to reality. When you look at what he's done, and the critics, they talked about the man's shoes and all kind of stuff. My brother put me up on game on him early on. He loves sports. I'm not a big sports fanatic, but the fatherly love that this guy showed his kids, bruh, and the way that, everybody try to downplay these fathers a lot of times, to look and see what this guy has done, man, is just totally awesome. And a lot of people don't like to really give people their props, man. Shoot, man, listen, man. You got to think about it for a second. Let's think about it for a second, man. What's the likelihood of this Ball family doing what just happened in front of y'all, and go through all of the stuff that they went through getting to this point? Let's look at I'll call it. Let's look at the the stats. Lonzo Ball signed an $80 million guaranteed NBA contract. LaMelo Ball signed a $203 million NBA contract. LiAngelo Ball just got signed to Def Jam for $13 million with an $8 million guaranteed, and has a full ownership of his music. Guys, give it up to the Ball family. Like I said, me and Ali Siddiq, we had a conversation when I just interviewed him a month or so back, a couple months back probably now, but man, what he said about Nick Cannon and other fathers was just extraordinary. Being a father, us being fathers, and looking at the fact that we never see these fathers that people so often talk about and bring up in the black community. But I'm telling you right now, look what he had to say.
I've heard black fathers are the worst for a lot of years. That comes from years when they was on cocaine and heroin. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the generations past that. Because the CDC has been saying for the last 10 years that black fathers are the most active amongst any race with their children.
That's real.
But black women keep saying shit about black fathers and anything. But I don't know and crazy is I don't know these black fathers.
That's real.
I know more. I don't think it's a woman that know more men than I actually know. It's impossible for you to know more men than I know. I don't know this man who you talking about.
Yeah. And
you
I can say the same thing.
You got to say the same thing.
Some good dads out there.
You went past 10 motherfuckers that's good dads to talk about this one goddamn dad.
That's right. That's real.
So they'll say that Nick Cannon got 13, 12 kids, but you ain't talking about what type of father he is, though.
Mm-hmm. Come on,
talking about how many kids he got.
But they go right to the part of just the amount of kids.
Just counting the kids.
That's it.
That's so real. Just counting the kids, but not talking about what type of father he is.
Because I'm telling you, man, here's the deal. You got to think about this, man. everybody said this and that. And we even talked about Joe Jackson as well and his kids. Not, you can call them crazy, whatever, but they were totally successful. But you can go back and I'll put the link to that that video in the description for that Ali Siddiq interview. But boy, listen, let me tell you something. You got to respect these fathers, man. When I think about the fathers, I look at Deion Sanders. Look at Deion Sanders' boys. Look at what they accomplished and in the time, and right in front of your face, they accomplished it. Look at all of the different, I got friends, you know, my boy Big G. Big G, AKA for me, G Money. His boys going to the NBA and he working with both of them and he still being married to his wife and all that. Look at this, man. You know, you got some dope fathers out here, bro, and some people that need to be taken notice of. But when you look at this, this boy, this ball boy, he done got him a hit song. They didn't see this coming, you know. At the end of the day, he got him a hit song, and at the end of the day, you can't do nothing but give these guys props for what they're accomplishing. And like I said, with the fathers leading on the forefront, you got to give it up to these great situations, man. You know, to stay a family. I can talk a little about being a family man and staying focused and staying on your pivot, not leaving when it gets tough. Staying focused when everybody else decides to quit. Being a father, a stand in the gap father, when that child need to go to the doctor or the dentist. You don't even see those parts of what these ball boys and what Big G and what Deion Sanders and them have done on the backside. They right there with these kids. Because a lot of times, I can tell you, in Deion's case, he had a breakup, so he had to do things, I'm pretty sure, normally that, you know, the mother would have done by taking the kids to the doctors and all kind of stuff. I know he did it with first boy too, because you got to think about it. A lot of times, even though his situation looked rocky and he didn't stay with the lady or whatever, or the mothers of these children, he still stayed and maintained that relationship with them children. Same thing with even Nick Cannon, as Ali Siddiq was just showing you. You see him on pictures with all of his children. So, you know, me, I've been married for 22 years, same thing. My children, everything on point. I don't even want to go because self-praise ain't no praise at all. But I could take it there. But when you look at these fathers, man, and I've met some dope fathers, man, from Big Gip, all type of different people, man, Ice-T. I've met some dope fathers in this podcast venture. B-High, Bobo Luciano. And I can keep. I'm not gonna be able to name all of them, but you got some dope fathers out here, and they stand the test of time. It's not talked about as much, but at the end of the day, when you look at the balls, I had to say something like, man, I got to bring this up because this dude's stats is unbelievable, and didn't nobody believe in him. They laughed at him. When people start laughing at you, man, that's when probably things is going absolutely correct. I've had people laugh me out the building on certain things I've done. And I guarantee you the things that I've done that they laugh so hard about are the things that made me stronger. So sometimes when people are laughing at you and don't understand what's going on with you, man, you got to push through. They ain't going to understand your vision. They're going to laugh at you. They laughed at the boss. You don't hear them talking no more like they was the critics. All these boys are successful. You barely hear them being talked about like they was when he was trying to push his campaign to say my boy's going to be the best. Why couldn't they believe him? Even, and especially the blacks. Blacks criticized him more than anybody. And you know how our people be. So I'm telling you right now, man, kudos to him. You never see me online tearing down a brother that's trying to do. I tell you already, family is more gangster than anything you could ever do when it come down to, you know, when you can hold your family together, all that trying to be hard, going grabbing a pistol and doing all these crazy things. Bro, that stuff is nothing compared to building a family up and designing to stay in a relationship and be a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather. This is where it's at. So when I look at Lonzo Ball and the criticism he took up front, even with his wife being sick and all the stuff they went through, man, he stood the test of time, guys, as a brother, as a guy that everybody laughed at. Everybody was laughing, that ain't gonna work, ha ha ha. And he still persistently, and he was bold in the midst of it. Same thing with Deion Sanders. I just heard him say something like, man, Of course, I'm going to be there with my son and get ready to go to the NFL. Why shouldn't he? He been there with him the whole walk. Why shouldn't he know the blueprint? He been through it. Whatever he decided to do with his boys, man, he been successful thus far. So y'all might well to get on the bandwagon and support him because he been doing his thing. And y'all, you don't hear the mothers speaking out about this. You don't hear, all you hear about is the deadbeat dads most of the time. And I'm not going to go there with you, but a lot of people need to stop playing games, man, and be real with themselves when it comes down to what's really going down in these families. And let's promote, black unity, black love, and then support black family and all families. But black families concern me. So I'm just saying, man, I want to say congratulations to these guys. My boy, like I said, Big G, this other dude, Lavar Ball. I want to say congratulations to him. They got the #1 song. We ain't see none of this coming. Deion Sanders, man. Congratulations. Nick Cannon, man. Ali Siddiq. All these people, man. Like I said, I woke up on one this morning. Let's make sure we congratulate the men who stood in the gap for their families, man. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.